Doing a video on a 2003 Dodge Ram 2500 5.7 liter HEMI, doing a spark plug change. Really just doing this video because I watched a video on YouTube for me how to do it, and I figured I would go through it with somebody or with on a video, so that way people who are never done this before can see that somebody who's never done it before can do it. Basically, I went to the auto parts store and went and bought myself a socket set. Also went and bought a spark plug socket and a little bendy extension. When you get back really far back in there, it's pretty hard to get to, pretty hard to get an extension in there. I had a mechanic told me that if you could remove this right here, that you'd have a lot of room over there. I tried to remove it and was not able to do so. So I went ahead and just did it like the original video that I saw, and that's what we went with. So this 2003 Dodge Ram, auto parts store recommended that I get these. These are just the platinum. Apparently there's double platinum and iridium plugs as well. On the back here you can see the difference. Let me let this focus. Double platinum and the iridiums last 5 years, whereas these last 3. I don't know the difference other than these were half as much, so I went ahead and went with that. This engine in particular has 2 plugs per cylinder, so I had to buy 16 of them. I also got some anti-seize, so that way whenever I change that again it's a lot easier. And also got some silicone grease, which the guy at the auto parts store told me to put that inside the boot and on the ceramic part of the new plug. So here's the new plug. Put the silicone up here, and I put that never seize, or the anti-seize, down here on the screw part. So you can see down in here, I've already put one back together, but that right there is one cylinder. This one right here just pulls straight off, and then you've got this one right here that actually has 2 screws, one right there and one right there. Those are both 10mm screws. And then the socket that you need is a 5/8 socket, and this one is a one for spark plugs. That actually, once you get the spark plug loose, it takes it, I guess, holds on to it and takes it out for you. So anyway, getting down into the engine here, you can see that this little extension thing that I got fits into there pretty deep, and so I have to use that in the back, whereas I was using this long extension over here for this one, and I'll probably end up using this long extension on this side over here, because those are relatively easy to get to. Now if you notice right here, you can see that the cover, I took that off. In order to take that off, there's 2 screws, one right there, that's a 10mm, that's also a 10mm right there. And then I just jiggled it off basically from there, and then I unscrewed that right there with just a flathead screwdriver to get that off. I also bought some stuff to clean right inside of there. Looks pretty dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that. I chose not to change my wires. I had a mechanic look at it, and he said if I wasn't having any real problems with it missing or anything, to go ahead and leave those, and if I need to change them later I can. But this truck's got 113,000 miles and had to check engine light on, and so he suggested to just change out the plugs because of some code that came up. So I don't remember what that code was. If I remember what it is, I'll try to add that in the comments section so that way you can know. Other than that, thing that I suggest is that when you are going to do this, I went ahead and replaced that one already, but in order to get these other ones that are back in here, I don't know how to turn the light back on this, but in order to get down in here to where well, it's hard to see, but basically your hand has to get pretty far in there, you know, all the way in the back, because you've got 4 cylinders there and 8 plugs to change. I went ahead and just left all these off. I've already done these, but I've left them off because it just leaves so much more room, because I couldn't get this off right here. So, alright, I guess that has to come off, and then that boot comes off too. So anyways, that's about it. After you take spark plug out, obviously it's just a quick change. My old ones that came out were some Champions, and I've been told that Champions apparently aren't very good, but I didn't put them in there the first time, so I didn't know what was in there. Anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions that I can possibly answer, I'll leave my contact information in the video. Thanks.